So this is take 2 of the audio. Had to break up my cats in the last audio. They're fighting in the background. Anyway, hopefully this is recording. Let me check. The switch is on. It's on the on setting for my lapel mic. So technically it should be recording. I'm not going to use any of the video on this, just audio. Video is going to be basically just a speed drawing. I have a bunch of clips on my desktop right now that I need to put together. So I need an audio for it. And typically I would record on the desktop mic, but it's a desktop mic and I don't have a dedicated office, so it's kind of in the common area. Unfortunately, it'll pick up any noise from anybody, to TV, radio, whatever. Radio, what am I, like 1990s radio? Anybody else still use radio? I mean, internet radio, excuse me. Showing my age. It is Sunday morning, 7:53. Stayed up last night drawing. Posted my progress on Instagram for my grid series. I wish I had more time to do that. I'm going to certainly try to tackle a couple more grids today, but I've got work to do that's non-art related, art business related. There goes the cats again. We have kittens, and they're very energetic, and they tend to annoy the older cats we have. So that's if you hear random noise in the background, that's probably what it is. Right now, I'm just trying to wake up. Got a pile of dishes I gotta do, which is a pet peeve. I typically do not like to leave dirty dishes in the sink, because then the first thing I gotta do is take care of this crap or see it in the morning. I hate that. So everybody's got to be better about that in the household. Yeah, I'm not sure what to really speak about in this clip. I'm going to try to, like I said, cobble together a semi-cohesive audio that I can use for this. This particular week, it's been very, very busy. Well, it's busy every week, but just a lot of things going on. Good thing is on Friday, I fired one of my freelance client. That's been really just, in terms of income ratio to stress level, it doesn't pan out. It doesn't even out. So it's been a long time coming, and I finally just called during my lunchtime. And actually, no, this was Thursday. Yeah, it was Thursday. I called during lunchtime and just told them, hey, listen, this is going to be the last time I'm going to be doing work for you guys. Thank you for the opportunity, but it's time to move on. And the person I was speaking with was asking me if I could work on just doing one more quick project, which is coming up in a couple of weeks. I told her only reason I would work on that is for the other person to actually meet me halfway and learn how to do things as he claims he knows how to. But you know what? I don't want to get into it. They wanted me to come back to this company, but they're wanting me to show up on site, and it's just one of those gigs where it makes no sense to show up on site, because everything that I need to do for that project I can do anywhere, like anywhere in the world. All I need is a laptop or desktop or whatever. Why am I going to commute what, an hour drive. Well, A, I don't have time. I have a full-time job. And I've got other responsibilities outside of that, so my days are packed. Plus, I'm trying to get my personal projects going. I'm not trying to, I am. I hate saying that. I'm trying to change my mindset a little bit. I am. I'm scraping up time during the weekdays, weeknights, trying to do that. And the Fridays, throughout the weekends, however much I can devote to it, I do it. And B, I don't really want to work for this company anymore. It's just such a hassle. It doesn't bring me any joy. I mean, I'm not saying every project you have to work on should bring you joy, but should give you some kind of level of satisfaction. At this point, I just, paycheck's always nice coming in the mail, but it's not even, I don't even need that paycheck right now. I really don't. I prefer to have that time. I want to have less stress and more time to do my artwork at this point. So yeah, so that's done. So I'm probably going to well, this is not a visual medium, but I'm doing a quotation mark thing with the fingers right now. Work with a guy. By work meaning he wants me to spoon feed him all the information, which is not going to happen. You claim to be professional, you claim to know how to do things, then you should be able to do certain things. You can't expect everybody to just teach you. Part of a working process is learning new things. And, and I know this guy doesn't really know what he's talking about because he's not asking me the right questions, if that makes any sense to any of you guys. So, anyway, I don't want to spend any more time talking about these guys. So yeah, so that was a good thing. Felt like a whole weight off my shoulders when I did that, so that's going to free up more of my time. Not by a whole lot, but enough. What else happened this week? Just work, and more work. So I'm going to pause this for now. I'm going to do the dishes and try to record something else later. Well, that totally sucked. So I recorded about 11 minutes of audio. And I played it back and nothing recorded. Why? So yeah, let's do this again, but a more compact version. So what did I talk about last clip? Which you guys will never hear because apparently it didn't record. So yeah, finished doing a couple morning chores, fed my cats, and managed to write a couple pages in my journal. And this particular journal is actually it's almost full. I've got, I think, about 4 to 6 pages left, and it'll be complete, and I can start a new one. I already have a new notebook picked out for that one. So a couple of things. My last entry in this is about a month ago. So yeah, it's been that busy. I used to be really good about writing here every day. Well, that's part of life. So anyway, a couple of things I wrote basically to myself, just some notes on my art. One's organizing the studio space. I don't really have a dedicated studio space. It's more of an office area. But I'm actively looking for a solution for the storage in my pens and graphite pencils. I have markers and color pencils too, but I don't work in color right now. And if I'm going to do color, I'm probably going to color digitally at this point. So I have separate bins for my pens and markers and various other supplies, but I don't like it. It's not as organized as I would like. So I've got my eye on a couple of storage solutions, but we'll see if it's actually going to work for what I need it for. So I just need everything to be as efficient and organized as possible, just because, but the amount of time I can devote to this is very limited because of my day job and other responsibilities. So when I do sit down and draw, I need to just focus on drawing and not looking for this and that, and you know. Also, I need to clear my desk out. That way I can just leave my basic camera setup on it, so I can record more of my drawing sessions instead of packing everything up, putting it aside, and resetting things up, because that takes time. I'd like to be able to just, you know, sitting down to draw, I'm going to turn the camera on, just make sure it's charged, and just start recording. So that's one of the things I wrote down. Another one is production schedule. That sounds really fancy, but it's just basically me telling myself, what am I working on right now actively, and what do I plan on working on when one of these projects is complete. I've been sharing a lot of my grid series ink drawings. That reminds me, I've got to cut up some more Bristol pad for that. I'm using my last one, so I've got to prepare some blank ones for the week. Anyway, yeah, so I'm actively working on that, and I'm working on some other, again, ink drawings. You'll have to excuse my allergies, it's terrible this morning, and I actually took my allergy meds already. Doesn't seem to be helping much, so anyway, yeah, I've got basically 2 simultaneous projects right now I'm working on, but I've got a third one that I want to start as soon as like I said, like the last one's cleared up. I don't want to take on too much. Realistically, I can only do certain amount every week, so it's just nice to plan ahead, because ideas are good and planning is good, but getting it done is what puts your artwork out there. You can have great ideas and you can plan it as much as you want. You can plan a project to death, but if you don't just sit down and do the work, it'll never see the light of day, and it's just not the way I want to approach anything at this point. I've always had this attitude of, have had this urgency. I feel like it's very urgent that I fill in the blank. It's very urgent that I write the story. It's urgent that I draw this. It's urgent that I get this done. And so this has happened with my writing before. This is why I produce so much writing in such a short amount of time. And this was a couple of years back, and I just kept churning them out just because I just felt like I needed to. That's how I finished the novel, my one and only novel. I finished a bunch of short stories. I published that in ebook format. You know, it's more for me. It's a very selfish endeavor, but that's fine. If people pick it up and read it and they enjoy it, parts of it, whatever, that's fantastic. But it's if I feel like I need to write something, I'll just write it down. Same with my drawing at this point, because we're only here for such a limited amount of time. I'm not gonna waste it planning something. So, oh yeah, I think it's, I'm not sure if I mentioned this already, but I need to get a better chair or a better setup for drawing, because my back is hurting quite a bit. I already have a back problem from a car accident. My lower back has like slip discs, and my the upper part has slip discs too. but when I draw, I'm just hunched over my desk, and I can't. There's no room for a drafting table there. I have one. It's in the storage room. So I use my computer desk to draw, and I have a portable drawing table that I use occasionally, not nearly enough. So I need to figure out a better setup so that my back isn't getting strained too much. So yeah, I think that's basically what I talked about in the last clip. Hopefully this clip is recording right now, because yeah, it's going to happen. Technical issues will happen, but we'll piece this out, or I'll piece it out, edit some clips, put this on top. Hopefully it's enough. Thank you for watching, and see you on the next one. Later.